All right, Ike, I've mentioned this a couple times here. Over the last year, really the last year plus, I've been doing a lot of thinking of my future here at WIP. And these are conversations that I've had with management, with Rod Lakin, with David Yageroff, even with you. And, the show, the Marks and Reese Show, is amazing. The success that we've had over 6 years now that we've been working together. I've been at WIP almost 7 years. And what we've done here in 6 years, the community that we've made, the show that we've made has been nothing short of amazing. And it came time to where I really needed to make a commitment to the show and to the station as opposed to kind of going year to year, which is what I've been doing the last couple of years. And as great as the show is, everything kept coming back to the hours that I'm working. I don't work till 10 o'clock at night. I don't work till midnight. But I'm normally not getting home on most nights until 7:30. And as my kids get older, and as they're starting to be involved in more and more activities, I'm missing all these activities. So softball practice, softball games, soccer, basketball, even dinner every night. Since my kids more or less have been alive, I've been working this shift. And I just had to ask myself, is this something that I could see myself doing for the next 5 years? I mean, really, like, the station and the show deserves the commitment from somebody. And it was a difficult decision. And it's something that I really internally wrestled with for a really long time. And ultimately, after talking with management and talking with you, and, I can't say enough about Rod and David Yageroff, who said, like, hey, listen, like, what can we do? What can we do to see if it is something that we can work out? But I've made the difficult decision to leave the Marks and Reese Show and WIP. My last show is Wednesday. And it was a very difficult decision. This is, as many people have pointed out to me, both inside the industry and outside the industry, this is the show that you wait your whole career for. You don't leave that show. You stay with the show. You make it better, and you continue to do it. But with where I am in my life and where my kids are, my Gianna's going to turn 8 later this month, and I thought, could I do this another 5 years? And I just can't imagine not having dinner with all my kids, and she's 13. Ike, I've seen you do it with both of your kids in high school, and you get out of here some days early when there's a big event going on. And again, I'm not working till 10 o'clock at night, and I'm not working till midnight, but I'm just not getting home, and I'm missing out on the stuff that really is important to me. Yeah. So my last show was on Wednesday. This was a difficult decision. The show, what it's become, working with you, working with Jack the last couple weeks, Spike, who hired me, Rod, who came on a couple years ago, and this station has never been stronger. WIP has never been stronger, and I know that's a big part because of us. Mm-hmm. We were a part of the movement that Spike made when he brought us in here, however many years ago, 7 years ago, to kind of reshape the station. Mm-hmm. And we've done it. And it's difficult to leave, but I feel great with where the show and the station is right now. But that's it. This has been, we've kind of known this is happening here for a couple of weeks now, and then the question becomes, well, when do we announce it? I don't want a long goodbye. I don't need a month worth of goodbyes, but I do want to say goodbye, and I do want to give the audience and the show the proper respect that it deserves.
And you deserve that.
Well, thank you.
And you deserve that. And I know this has not been easy for you and Liz and your family. Like you said, this is something that has been sort of ongoing for the last year or two, and you wrestling with what is perceived as a great career path versus your priorities and your true values. And I can respect that as a man, as a father. I can respect that. I can respect where your heart is at and the fact that you want to be there for your kids and for your family. And that means something. You don't take things lightly, like not being there to help with homework or being there for dinner or being at games. That's not an easy thing to have to sacrifice. And for someone like yourself who is very involved with your family and with your kids, I know this wasn't an easy decision. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate you, how much I appreciate the work that we've done over the 6 years that we've been together, what we built, what we've helped change the station into, and the fact that it's on the right track and the right path moving forward. You have had a lot to do with that. You know, this show reaches a lot of radios, apps, people, all down, not just across the Delaware Valley, but Philadelphia sports fans across the world.
Yeah.
So, and we have helped grow that, and that is not something that I take for granted. That is not something that I take for granted. So, you know, I look at this and I say, well, we got to pick up the pieces again, and keep this party moving in the right direction, and we'll be able to do that. We certainly will be able to do that because we have a strong foundation here that you helped us build, and we're going to continue to do that, and we certainly wish you well. And I know whatever you decide to do moving forward in your career, you'll be successful with it, man. You and I are a lot alike, is that we aren't from the conventional mode of how things are done and how people prosper and survive and move up in this business. But I think there's an appreciation there for the work ethic, for the love of doing this that allowed us to do this with joy on a daily basis from 2 to 6. So, my brother, I say thank you for all the contributions to the show. Thank you for being a great driver of the show, and love you and going to miss you. So, you know, this isn't necessarily a goodbye forever. It's a until we meet again. So, you know, thank you.
2 more days. I'll be back tomorrow and Wednesday as well. So this isn't. I'm not signing off of WIP this afternoon.
Right.
But yeah. So that is it. It is, Jack. I think and by the way, like my children and my family, they weren't asking for this. This was really driven by me. This is almost me being selfish and not wanting to miss those things. They're like, Dad's at work. They know Dad's at work. They don't look at it and say, "Oh, Daddy's missing my game." I see the games on the weekends and stuff, but like just being totally honest, like I could use a little bit of a different change of life, quality of life, right? Like, you know me, Ike. I'm not the happiest person in the world. I don't get a lot of joy from a lot of things. 2 things I get joy from: radio and my family. Right? And I love this show. I dreamed of creating a show like this where our audience has become a big part of the show, and it's so cool doing that. And it's very difficult to walk away from. But I know you and whoever continues on the show is going to do a great job, and you know, it's set up to succeed. And I probably say this on the last day, but I mean, you've went from being like, I was excited to work with you. I'm like, damn, Mike's awesome. I can't wait to work with him. You're the number one sports voice in Philadelphia right now. You've done far more for me than I've done for you. You've elevated me far more than anything I've done for you. So I thank you for that as well.
I appreciate those words, man. I do.
And Jack, I don't know what you've done for me, but I've done a lot for you.
I agree. I'll miss you, buddy. Special show.
Jack was my intern.
Mm-hmm.
Jack was, when I was in between jobs, between going from somewhere else over to here, he was helping me with his website, his football website that we never really did anything with.
No.
But like at that moment, I was like, dude, this kid is talented and he works hard. So I knew that he was going to be something in this business, and he has. But anyway, that's more for Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.